You clicked on this video for one of three reasons. 1, you want to see how long it really takes for a total noob to win a crown. 2, you're a beginner yourself and want to learn how long it's going to take you to win. Or 3, you came to show your affection and support. But get that out of here, because that's not the reason. My first ever Fall Guys stage was DoorDash, which was pretty straightforward. Just don't do anything stupid, and it's pretty easy to qualify. Next was Perfect Match, which knocked out a few people, but for the most part, the lobby was filled with a bunch of big brain gamers. After was Jump Club, the first real obstacle to the show. My strategy was to run in the same direction as the bars to reduce the number of times I had to jump over. It was going well until... yeah, that guy. But hey, can't expect to win on the first try. So I re-lobbied, which is when things got a bit more exciting. Seesaw was a bit annoying with so many people, but for the most part, staying towards the middle of the platforms made this stage manageable, qualifying with ease. Then another Perfect Match, simple qualification, then Jump Club for some sweet redemption. Now that I was aware that some players like to play dirty with grabbing, I tried to stay away from as many people as possible, which this time worked in my favor. The fourth round in this show was the finale, Hexagon. I've never played this stage before, but seemed simple enough. Just stay on top. I got cut off on the first layer, but found myself alone with a lot of panels on the second layer. I jumped to stall some time as the others competed with each other on the lower layers. After just narrowly avoiding falling down multiple levels, I found myself on the third layer, again, all by myself with a load of tiles. At this point, I saw how many levels down the rest of the pack was, and I thought one thing: if you lose this, you're not a true gamer. But spoiler, I am a gamer, winning my first crown on Hexagon while on the fourth layer. From total new player to my first win, it took me 15 minutes and 53 seconds. 2 shows and 59 broken non-gamers. But that's not what I really wanted. When I set out to get my first crown, I didn't imagine winning on an elimination game, seeing round over from everyone else's failure. No, I imagined blazing past everyone in my path, grabbing my hands onto that sweet golden crown. So I re-lobbied again for a true first win. First round was Door Crash, and RNG being on my side, I waddled my way to a first place victory. Next round, Speed Circuit, a racing stage that is basically the baby of F-Zero and Wipeout. Then Big Shots, which taught me the skill of standing around and doing nothing for 50 seconds. The fourth round was Swiveler, which seemed intimidating, but that fan must have been Thanos because it snapped away everyone in 20 seconds. And this was it, the final round, Fall Mountain against 8 other beans. That golden crown I truly wanted waiting for me at the top, in my sight. I decided to bear right, and seeing that a yellow ball was rolling down the hill, I decided to go to the left side of the spinner. I started out in the middle of the group, looking at all the different routes I could go. Seeing a ball on the left path, I decided to stay to the right, which served me well without any major hiccups. Narrowly avoiding the rolling balls, I knew I just needed to keep moving forward and most importantly, not fall. At this point, it was a close race, and I was running just hoping those ahead of me would mess up. They did, but unfortunately for me, I mistimed a spinning hammer and got knocked over. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. This was precious time lost that I couldn't afford to lose, but thankfully, everyone else was having trouble as well. Sprinting in the final stretch, I was in the lead. I ran up the hill, and thankfully the ball ahead of me just deflated in time for me to cross. I just barely passed as it inflated, but this actually ended up working against me. The inflating ball gave my opponent a boost ahead of me, putting him right in front of the crown. And that was it. I thought it was over. I thought he had it. We were side by side on the final jump to victory, and he was just a bit ahead of me. In a photo finish, I saw round over, thinking I had narrowly missed the victory. But, as it turns out, my hands were the ones to grab that crown. I could have sworn he was ahead of me, but hey, we take those. I got 4 gold medals and a silver in my first true crown in Fall Guys, and from my first round ever, it took 41 minutes and 28 seconds. Go Bean!